Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today I've got a grocery haul. I just wanted to do a quick introduction just to let you know that the grocery haul was from last Friday. We had another public holiday here in Queensland on Monday. Just had like public holidays one after another every single week, and it's hard to get into a routine for school because it's like 4 days off, another 4 days off after the break, and then yeah, it's just been going on and on. But no more public holidays for a while now. So this grocery haul today is from last week's specials. I got the delivery on Friday last week. I did spend like a little bit over $300. Very hard for our family to go under $300 every week. And if we do, we're probably not getting everything that we need. Because I don't have a great, well, I didn't have a great stock up in the pantry or the freezer, but over the last few weeks I have gathered a few things like tuna and all that sort of thing, and I'm finding that our pantry is getting a little bit full compared to what it used to be, and also our freezer has as well. So I think I'm sort of getting there with the food, and probably won't need to do as big as shops from, you know, in the next few weeks anyway. I might be able to get away with just doing a smaller shop, but we'll see. We'll just see. Just depends on the kids and what we're cooking and all that sort of thing. So it just seems to really add up. And I noticed in this grocery haul, I didn't buy anything like I normally get. Like I didn't have bags of chips and lots of blocks of chocolate, because I've got heaps of blocks of chocolate in the freezer, and we've just come out of Easter and the kids have still got Easter eggs. So I didn't buy chocolate. I bought ice cream, didn't buy chips or anything like that, and I was still around about the a little bit over the $300 mark. Budgeting family food and things like that is just impossible at the moment, especially with the fluctuation of prices from week to week. You just don't know how much things are going to cost, so it just makes it really difficult, especially if there's not really a substitute for what you need either. Like I find if things like tomatoes are $10 a kilo, then I won't buy them. But sometimes it's really hard, and sometimes you can't get away with spending that much money for the week or whatever. But if you can sort of you know, find something that's going to be a little bit cheaper, if it's a home brand or something like that, maybe that would help. But it's just still muchness really, because everything has just gone up so much in price. And I've noticed a few things the other day that, you know, that I bought, and then the following week that I paid for again had gone up like 50 cents or something like that, which is like a lot on a shop, especially if it's happening with a lot of items, especially like eggs at the moment. Everyone knows the crisis about eggs, and I mean, I've got to the point where we've been spending like $10 a carton on eggs. That's because I really can't substitute that for anything else. But yeah, so I find that eggs is another thing that I find that I can't substitute on, or I can't find a cheaper brand, because if they don't have those eggs in, they're just gonna, you know, charge you the $10. The other day they substituted me some eggs. I think they were the Sunny Queen ones, and they were a dozen for like nearly $13. I didn't pay that, but that's how much they were. So it's just crazy. It's crazy, because I remember when I first moved out with Derek, back years ago, long time now, I think they were like $2.50 a carton. So it's just crazy how much things have gone up, obviously because of the problems with the eggs at the moment and all that sort of thing. So that's why the prices have gone up so dramatically. But things like butter and cream and, oh my goodness, like even baking now just isn't really worth it. Let's have a look at what I picked up our family of 4 this week through Woolworths. Okay, I'll start here with the tissues. I got the 3-pack of facial tissues. I normally get this pack now for $5. It's pretty good value because there's 228 tissues in each pack. And it's coming into the season now where the kids have got runny noses and all that sort of thing. So a good stock of tissues is worth it. The shapes were on special this week, so I picked up 2 boxes, sorry. I got a Vegemite and cheese cracker biscuits. The kids love these. I don't mind them either. And I also got the nacho cheese as well. They were $2 a pack this week, which was pretty good. Also, some smaller snacks. They were $2.75, which wasn't too bad for a 6-pack. My kids really like the snacks. Sometimes I do get the like Aldi brand or Woolworths or something like that, but they do like the snacks again. They didn't for a while there, but they like them again. I bought a pack of the Chevron Alkaline AA batteries, $5.50. I need to buy myself a new battery pack because the kids are going through these way too quick, like a battery recharger. I bought some RID for our trips and things like that, and we have got lots of midgies around at the moment. This was $9.50, but I do like the RID brand. It does work, but the other day when we went fishing, there was just so many midgies around. Luckily, I had a spare bottle in the car, because honestly, I think we would have ended up going home sooner. I got some of the tandoori curry simmer sauce. That was $2.75, which is a really good deal. We're just going to put it obviously with the chicken and things like that. I'll get some coconut milk. I think I've got coconut milk in the cupboard. I've got some chunky stock pot soup or stew in the can. I get this occasionally when it's on special. It was $2.25, which is a good value. I got another bottle of cream cheese spread because we left it in the caravan, turned the fridge off the other day. That was $3.50, so I had to replace that. I've also got some tomato paste because we've run out of that for $1.40. We don't always use tomato paste, but it is great to have. I've got some of the Dolmio tomato with basil pasta sauce for $2.70. And I've also got a Ragioletto tomato and garlic for $2.50. One of them was a substitute. I think it was the Dolmio was a substitute. I think I tried to get 2 Ragiolettos because they were only $2.50, whereas the Dolmio was $2.70. I got some of the Healthy Baker protein pancake mix for $6. I have bought it before and the kids didn't really like it, but I bought it for me this time, and I'll probably put some chocolate chips with it or some raspberries or something like that. It has got a good amount of protein with it, and if you add an egg and all that sort of thing, obviously you'd get more. But I thought I'd give that another go. I bought some flour because I didn't have any flour in the house. I can't believe it. I got self-raising and plain, $1.40 each, but we couldn't even make a cake the other day. I had no flour, and that's just not like me. I always have flour in my cupboard. I just thought, like, I had everything else. I had icing sugar, all the rest of it, but just not flour. I got some chicken with lots of noodles for the boys, but I got the wrong one because they like cream chicken. So they were $1.40. I actually ran down to Spa near us the other day. We've got a new Spa, and actually bought a few more of the cream chicken because they like them. I got some canned diced tomatoes. We always need them. And even those tomatoes are 95 cents a can now. Remember when they used to be like 60 cents? I've also got some beetroot, just the sliced one, $1.90. I always try and have a few cans of sliced beetroot, especially when we're making hamburgers, because I like beetroot. The kids now say they don't like beetroot. I don't know why, but now they don't like it. I have stocked up on so much tuna. It's ridiculous. I got the zesty vinaigrette tuna, and I also got the chili one. So these are my favourite, well, my kids' favourites, these two. The vinaigrette one is really nice. If you don't like that really strong tuna taste, it sort of takes it away, but it is a strong vinegar. These were like $1.35 each this week. I'm pretty sure it was Sonia the other day messaged me about trying the Coles vinaigrette tuna, and I did get my mum to pick up 2 cans of it just to try. So thanks for that. I'm going to give that a go because especially when the John West isn't on special. We love the Spearmint Mentos, and I tried to get them this week, but they weren't in stock. They were $3 a packet, so they've just given me the mint flavour. But we really love the spearmint ones, but that's okay anyway. I've also got some coffee for Derek. We've run out of coffee, so I always get the coffee when it's on special. It was $20 this week, so I got that. And I've also got some mee goreng noodles for the kids, well, for one kid because the other one doesn't like them because they're too hot. I think they're always the same price, $3.95 a packet. And I've also got some San Remo pasta this week because they had a special on it. So I got the wagon wheel ones. These were all $2.30 a packet. I got the fettuccine one as well, pasta. I used to like the green fettuccine. I haven't seen that, like the spinach one. I tried to look for that one. I couldn't find it anywhere. And I've also got the curly pasta one. So, yeah, I did used to, like I said, get the green one, but I couldn't find it anywhere. I'm not sure if they even make it anymore. So I just got a few different types of pasta there. I've also got some macaroni because we're going to be making some macaroni and cheese for the kids. Just 2 packets there. They're still like $1 a packet. But the kids really love macaroni and cheese, and they don't really mind what brand it is there. But I do notice with the San Remo pasta, it just cooks a lot quicker. It tastes so good as well. I don't always buy it, but I do get it when it's mostly on special. Just got a different couple of packets this time. I've also got just our normal 4 loaves of toast. Should be $2.80, I'm pretty sure. I'm just trying to say it without looking it up. It's usually $2.80 a loaf. We still really like this bread. and I just pop it in the freezer, and I find that it defrosts really well as well. I've got our normal toilet paper, just I think it's 24 rolls there. That's $10.60. I always get that one or the smaller one, and I went crazy with the Scott towel or paper towel by mistake. The 8-pack of Viva is $9, so I got that one. Sometimes they don't have it in stock, but I already had put these ones in my cart during the week, which I didn't realise until it was too late. So I got these ones for $3.20 as well, which is okay because I always need heaps of paper towel in the caravan, so I'll take that pack out and put it in the caravan just for the barbecue and things like that. But I love having that huge pack of paper towel, like especially the Viva one, because it's just so absorbent. It's just really good, especially if you wet it or anything like that. And looking at the meats now, I just got our normal lean beef mince this was $13.75 this week for a kilo, so they had a special on it. So it's usually about $15.50, I'm pretty sure I pay, something like that. I normally pay $15.50, I'm pretty sure. I ordered the market value rump steak for $25.20. They didn't have it in stock, so they've given me the beef porterhouse steak for $24.90, which I'm not going to complain about because it's a beautiful cut of meat, but I'm pretty sure I would have got less for my money there as well, so I'm not sure. And I did order some chicken breast fillets for $14.50 a kilo. I did order just the one packet. They didn't have it in stock, so they've given me 2 smaller ones, which I'm happy about anyway, so I don't have to put it down into small bags and freeze it. It's already done for me. I've got some salami and meats, or ham and things. These were on special for $3.95, and I normally stock up a little bit on it. So I've just got the Italian style salami, the mild Hungarian salami, and the leg ham shaved. I'm going to, when I say stock up, I'm actually going to make sandwiches and freeze them because the kids will be into that and they will be gone. They will be gone because they love like salami and things. I've just got 4 shanks here because I thought I'd roast them up for the kids because the kids really like shanks. They were $11 a kilo, and a lot of people make soups out of them and things like that, or stews, but this time I'm just going to roast it. So I'm sort of happy with the sort of meats that I bought this week because I can make some stews and some steaks and spaghettis and things like that, and I can make a heap of sandwiches and freeze it as well for the kids and just get that out the way. I really love having the freezer full of sandwiches, especially when I've got like shaved ham or salami and things like that, even though I do make Vegemite sandwiches and freeze it, but it just makes it just so much easier if you just do an hour a week of just making sandwiches and freezing them regardless of what's on them. I've got some daily juice for the kids because they do like the juice. That's $5.20 for the breakfast juice. We really like the breakfast juice one. I think it's a little bit cheaper than the normal daily juice. I might be wrong, but I've got some salted butter for $4 just for baking. I've also got some of the Farmers Union Greek style yogurt for $6.50. We really like this one. We put honey with it or jam or frozen fruit or whatever you want. And I've got some of the cherry bocconcini for their lunch boxes for $4.80. And also my milk this week, I only got 3 bottles of milk for $13.05. So 3 full cream litres of milk there as well. I've got some beans, just a bag of beans there for $3.45. My guinea pigs and my bird love beans as well. Plus, I always put them in soups. And just that small amount of bananas there, I think there's 5 of them or 6 there. That was $5.16 just for that bunch of bananas. I couldn't believe it. Just so expensive, and they won't last as long. I've also got some spring onions there for $2.50. I always like these in like omelettes and soups and Mexican and things like that. I've also got a cucumber for the kids' lunch boxes for $2, and I've got some mandarins there for $2.35 for 5 of them. And that's pretty much, they'll have the cucumber, the mandarin and banana and that for their lunch boxes. Like I'll chop the cucumber up like you would have seen it in one of my videos. I showed a little glimpse of the lunch boxes. And I've got some of the frozen mixed vegetables here. I just got these ones. These are carrots, zucchini, potato, green beans and corn, just to try them. They're usually those square ones that are chopped up that aren't always the best. But I thought these would be good in like pasties or pies. So we're going to give these a go this week. And they're like super cheap. They're $2.80 a bag. And I also just got some blackberry and apple pies. I did want the apple, but they didn't have it in stock, so they're giving me these ones. They were $6.50, so it wasn't a great special or anything on that, but we're going to have that with cream or ice cream. And I also got ice cream here, just our blue ribbon one for $6.50. This is the one we like. And this is everything that I've picked up from Woolworths this week for our family of 4. Let's have a look at the total that I spent. So the total of today's shop was $303.16. I find that's okay, but I'm just thinking I didn't really get any luxuries whatsoever, but obviously the batteries and the rid and all that sort of thing would have added up as well. But I got no lollies, no chocolates. I just got sort of ice cream. So it soon seems to add up to $300 each week for us. So thanks everyone for watching today's channel. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you soon for my next ones. Thanks everyone.